see you looking out your window. I see you looking out your window. What do you see? Wondering what you're thinking. Wondering what you're thinking. What can it be? Welcome back, everybody. You've got the professor along with Kim, this time my lovely wife, and welcome back to It's Always an Adventure podcast. So we're going to kick off about the first time Kim and I went to Elkhorn. So we're basically on our way to pick up a laptop to, kind of replace one of the other ones that kind of had an unfortunate accident. So that one is gone and replacing it with a new one. Hopefully this works out well. And had a little bit of a interesting situation heading back into Elkhorn on one of the side roads. And Kim, what exactly did we see?
We saw flickering lights like a flying saucer. I was pretty stoked.
It was kind of interesting because it didn't just sit in one position. It's like it moved back and forth and up and down. And as we got closer, it seemed to get brighter. Anything else that you noticed on that?
I was just really excited. When aren't I, though?
There you go. So as we got closer and closer, what it ended up turning up being was a slow-moving vehicle on the back of a tractor in the middle of the night with no headlights, no taillights. So once again, daylight savings time had already kicked in. I believe we're somewhere around November. Late November, can't remember, I have to go back to the calendar and take a peek, but yeah, there they were, going down the road, and definitely not a safe situation. So we made our way around that after getting a little bit of video, and proceeded to go up and down Bray Road a couple times just to kind of check out the terrain at night. Everything looks a little different at night. And then, Kim, I believe you had heard something or saw something or something glance. What was it on the side of the road when you yelled at me to pull over real fast?
Eyes. I saw shining eyes.
Now, were they close to the road, or how far do you think they were in?
I'd say about a semi-length away.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. At that time, I think we were still in the Jeep. The second time we came through, I think we were in the rental vehicle when the other Jeep was in the shop. So, yeah, I remember pulling over real fast and then backing up and trying to find the exact spot that you thought you saw the eyes. And we grabbed some of our headlights and, I don't know, really didn't see anything. What do you remember, Kim?
I remember feeling pretty freaked out when all of a sudden we were standing in the middle and I didn't have a firearm on me.
Yeah, probably not appropriate in the city, but we're out in the town, so it was probably would have been okay, but definitely made us safer. I just didn't see anything, didn't hear anything, and yeah, kind of dead calm. I do recall a little bit of a smell, but it was farm field, so that could have been just about anything that time of the year. That's really all I recall about that, isn't it? How about you?
That's about all I recall, too.
Okay. Yeah, and after that, we decided just to make one more trip down Bray Road, and once again, just kind of get a little lay of the land, especially at night. Yeah, everything does look a lot different. During the day, it looked kind of open and I guess kind of inviting, some farm fields, a couple farms, some houses, not very many. And of course, then we had the creature in that guy's front yard that we had seen previously, and I don't think you had seen it yet, so we'll hold off on that until the next episode.
That's a doozy of a story, I tell you.
Yeah, Mr. Personality, but we'll get back to that guy. So yeah, we made it back to the end of Bray Road, turned back onto the main, I guess, kind of highway heading into Elkhorn, and then went over to the hotel, and that was about it. Kind of hit the hot tub and kind of goofed around there a little bit. If you remember the owner of the hotel's kid, remember him talking about that one room with the lady in it?
Yeah, he said that there is a ghost there and that it scared the bejesus out of him.
Yeah, I don't remember if he said that the lady had died in the hotel. I believe she did. I guess everybody dies somewhere, but yeah.
I think he said that the boyfriend had something to do with that one.
Yeah, once again, interesting stories, and this one was just about firsthand. And he had said that the cleaning people didn't like doing that room, and they tried not to, rent that one out as much as possible. So, little instances going on over the years after that. I do believe the kid was probably about 12 years old at the time that we had met him, so he had heard things. Cleaning people had heard things, and of course, the owners don't want to fess up or own up to anything, so you just never know. So that kind of ended the evening's agenda there in Elkhorn, and so we kind of just grabbed a bite to eat and called it a night. Got up in the morning and proceeded to go downtown, and kind of a quaint little town. I remember we seen a couple little shops and a couple little restaurants.
We also talked to a guy on the corner there, and he was talking about when he was younger. He used to go out there looking for the werewolf. And him and his buddies. And then they'd goof around out there. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and I always wonder if a lot of these stories have anything to do with just after bar time or anything like that, where I guess people get a little more adventurous or motivated, we'll say, with the go-go juice. But yeah, other than that, a lot of other people you just can't tell. But like usual, you kind of open up with the stories and what you're doing, and all of a sudden people kind of open up and talk about, some of the things that they've seen or heard over the years. Otherwise, if you just ask people point blank, walls come up and they just kind of shut down. So yeah, interesting. And once again, just right off the street, people and their own stories, in addition to the ones that do make it onto the internet, and then some of your little ghost shows on TV, the internet, and whatnot. So that made our little loop around Elkhorn, and then decided to go do a daytime run down Bray Road. And once again, looks 100% different during the day than it does at night. Anything else that you recall about just going down Bray Road and, years of hunting and all that kind of stuff?
No, it looked like just a peaceful little area, but it was, it's well suited for any creatures, because it has the trees and grass and small creatures like the rabbits and whatever it would be eating. And it has enough cover so that it could not be seen. So, it's possible.
Yeah, just about anything could hide in there, whether it be a chipmunk, a squirrel, a mole.
Bigfoot,
Yeti, Chupacabra, or the beast of Bray Road. Once again, you just don't know what's out there, so we did have our trail cam set up. So once again, decided to go check the batteries and swap out the memory cards. And other than that, we'll probably leave that for another episode here, as far as just going back over some of those trail cam pictures and video, just to see if we did catch anything. And also the little audio recorder that we had set up, a little motion detector there. So supposedly it's supposed to come on if something trips it, as far as the sound or anything else. I don't believe it has anything to do with light, just motion. So if something comes through, maybe it kicks off. So once again, we'll come back to that, but stay tuned for the next adventure, because other than that, it's always an adventure. Thanks, everybody.
See you looking out your window. I see you looking out your window. What do you see?